Hallo, mein Name ist Mohammed Ali, weil alle nennen mich Dali. Und ich komme aus Tunesien und ich bin 34 Jahre alt. Ich bin ein Softwareentwickler bei Volt, das ist einem Teil von DoorDash. Und beruflich beschäftige ich also am meisten für den Mobile App, Android Mobile App bei Volt.
How was your German before you have joined this course, and how is this now?
It was actually a surprise for me, like when I saw the difference between before I joined your course. So basically, I'm quite different since I had a lot of other German courses before. I think I studied German for more than 1.5 year, at least. I went from A1, A2, and B1. But the problem was always like I cannot make a conversation. I can go for one sentence, second, third, I'm lost and I don't know what to say, and I don't know how to decipher how the Germans are talking. That was really hard, also like with the different and difficult word that they can say. And to be honest, maybe the problem was most about my confidence in talking in German. I'm always afraid to make mistakes. I don't see myself like speaking like well German. And then after I joined Lightspeed course, what happened? So we were doing like every day WhatsApp Nachricht, not WhatsApp message, and for 5 minutes, and then I need to prepare for those. And so I was like practically speaking every day. And we had also the three sessions where we just talk. So in just 1 month and second month, I felt like I'm actually pretty confident. I'm just talking for hours already, like in German. And that gave me the confidence, for example, to start to talk with my doctor only in German. And she liked that. And we started to have like our physiotherapy, for example, sessions. We had them only in German. And I learned also a lot from her. But the difference is like I got really confident in talking. Like I know what she's talking about. I know that I'm making mistakes, but that's how the talk should be. So with all the support that I had and also the WhatsApp call, the confidence call, where we can learn more like grammar and how to do and some tricks that I had, like really good trick. I think it's always good to work to learn with tricks
Yeah.
how what's the difference between Zeit and Als and what's the difference between this and this. And that was actually really nice. And it was also for me like it was also an experience. I learned a lot from the people I was learning with, from my co-students. They had like really great idea, really extremely like nice themen that we discuss and then we talk about. And it's like we go and we discuss the topic more and more. And I give my argument and they give their argument. And that was really nice. And I think that was the key, like how someone can get like confidence. I would never go back to the normal school where it's just a teacher saying things like putting on the whiteboard and then I forget about these and I go home.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. Well, pretty much what we did together is actually you were able to choose the topics that you personally find important. So when you come to the class, you are prepared, and then you discuss about certain things that you find important, and then other students that have a chance to ask you something about this. So pretty much you have discussion about certain things that you like to talk about, same as the other students. And then as you say, okay, I'll listen to something that other people are talking, then I can ask them questions. So it's pretty much like back and forward. Also, as well with the phone calls, where you had a phone call, then we role play, make appointment with a doctor, calling customer service, reporting internet problem in different scenarios, and as well voice messages, which you did on daily basis, which will help you, of course, to have daily practice, which means that consistency. So, of course, every day you can involve yourself with speaking and, of course, being corrected, which again help you to, let's say, release that fear of speaking in German and to be more relaxed. Of course, always you're gonna make maybe some mistakes, which is normal. We're all human. Maybe now when I'm speaking, make some mistakes, which is just fine. But when you're confident, when you're relax when you speak. Even if you make mistake, you're okay. You just keep going. But many people, for example, when they learn, especially for example with traditional classes, they start speaking, but they're stuck, they're blocked. That's it. Then they pull them back, but they're not actually pushing through to gain the confidence and to learn. Because when you make mistakes, that's the best thing that can happen to you in order for you to get better, of course.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened to me. It's like when I make just one mistake, or sometimes I even forget the verb that I need to put at the end, and then I get stuck what I was talking about.
What next? What next?
Exactly, that was really stressful. And you got really good point with the WhatsApp call and the role play. So my strategy was, okay, I think I will need to call a doctor this week. I need to make an appointment. Okay, let's ask Coach Mira to do the doctor one. And then I had problem with the internet. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, I forgot like where I was going. And even Coach Mira was like, oh, nice topic. No one told me. I'm like, I need this right now, so let's do it.
Exactly. And how do you like the course? Because you didn't have just voice messages classes and everything, but also you had, as well, you had access to our online course, which pretty much provide you all details, instructions, what to do about grammar, pronunciation. How do you like that part?
So I think that was really innovative idea somehow, since like the grammar are something static. Like this is how you conjugate the verb sein. This is how you do verb haben. This is how you do the past perfect. This is how you do. It's like it's really static. So why do we need to lose energy just having like go and go? You just need to get these. And so I was like, for example, when I forget something like how to say dieses, and diese. For example, I go back to the video like, hey, I get something there, and so like I have this interactive approach. Whenever I forget something, I find it in the video. I don't think that no one needs to tell me that anymore. And you explained in these videos like in a really, really nice way with a lot of examples. Sometimes it's a lot of examples,
Yeah,
like 10 sentences about how to do just the ending of adjective in dative for something. That was really cool. And yeah, so basically, I just kept back going to the videos, checking, rewatch them to remember. Especially for me, like I had quite difficulties with genitive and like adjective and accusative, so I didn't know how to do these. And those videos, like I already watched them a lot, and also, like, there is this 101 call that I requested. For example, I didn't know how to do the Trennbaas verb, like the verb that you need to divide and do. I never knew how to do that before. I was just always surprised, like, why there is a preposition at the end. And I look like, why there is a preposition at the end? This German is weird. But now, like, after I asked, like, for a one-on-one session, it was with Coach Mira, she explained to me, here are the propositions, and
yeah,
here are the verb and how to do them. It's actually very, very, very easy. Sometimes I think our mind makes things really complicated, and we get like blocked, and we need just someone to just to show you the light. Like, hey, it's easy. Don't worry. It is like this.
exactly, exactly. Well, pretty much for you to understand in the way that is logical, like it's you have those aha moments. Like you watch the video, you see examples, and then okay, I understand how it is work. It doesn't require you now to dive deep in study like you would study math, doing some practice. But okay, here's the video, here's the example. Okay, I know how to use it now, right? And how to implement, of course. And is there anything you'd like to say to someone who would consider join this course? Let's say that he's sitting together with me on the call, like me and you, first time when I test your knowledge, and then okay, let's do it. What would you like to say to this person?
So, even from my experience, after a month of this class, I'm like, oh, this is actually amazing. And then I recommended my girlfriend to join, and she joined. And I mean, the difference is she doesn't know anything in German, and now we try sometimes to talk in German, and that's really, really cool. So, basically, if you have an interview in German, believe me, like the people that I was studying with, they are actually good. They are really, really, really good. But that's the problem is that they even say it in our session, like, "Hey, I just failed that German interview because I couldn't." And then they blocked. But when I talk to them, we talk only in German like for hours already. They're really good. So if you're afraid, like if you have an interview soon in German, if you just moved to Germany and you don't know where to start, just join this course. Yeah, it's of course if you have time, if you can be consistent. I think the secret is consistency. So you need to be consistent. You need to force yourself. At some moments, I lost the motivation. I'm like, this is too long. This is a lot of effort, to be honest. Like, but then I'm like, yeah, but wait, I actually get improved. So what motivated me to go ahead was that I get improved. And like we go like from A1 for the normal course, I think we get from M1 to B1, right? And with this A1 to B1, which means it's 2 months if you study every day in normal school per sub niveau. So it's like 4 months, 4 months, and 4 months, and those are 12 months just to go to B1 in the fastest score that you can have. I think when you study like 3 hours per day, um, that's 1 year. If you go like three niveaus, if you do like a normal school at night school, it will be like more than 1.5 year. But somehow, by with this course, it's just like 3, 4 months. So like you can just compare.
No time for wasting.
Exactly. It's really worth it. It's worth the pain. It's worth the hassle. It's worth all the everything. And no one would be judging anyone. It's like we know, like all we all want to improve our German. We don't want. There is no judgment. There is the help of the coaches. They provide the help every time, and with a very very nice like open personality, and you see that they care even about the story, even if it's just a topic in German, but they really care about what you're saying and how do you feel about it. And sometimes it becomes personal. It's really, really nice experience.